I'm at a point where I just got no energy.
So I dare ask, like, when somebody apologized to you and you didn't take it at first, did it take time for you to get over it, or was it like did you acknowledge the apology and be like, okay, cool, we could be back friends again, or was it like, I'm gonna continue to be petty, but I did get an apology? So it's like, is your mind fighting that battle? Thames.
Oh my goodness. Thames. Hello.
Come on, yeah. Hello.
Welcome to Hypothetically Podcast. I am your favorite co-host, Shellz.
And your other favorite co-host, J-23, Gene. Hello.
Oh my goodness. Hey guys. Hello. It's been, I don't even remember how long, but it's been a very long time.
Very long time. Very long time. I don't think I've blessed the microphone in a while. I want to say definitely 2024. It hasn't been 2025.
For sure.
Happy New Year.
Oh my gosh. Happy
New Year. Happy
Merry Christmas. Happy Thanksgiving. We miss all those holidays.
Everything.
Oh my gosh. Hey guys, I miss you guys. It's been a very long time.
Been a while.
But listen, hey, we are alive. We are healthy. We are here.
We are here, definitely.
So
1,000%.
Hey Gene.
Hey Shelley.
Gene had a long day, y'all. So
very long day. Long day full of errands. Long day full of just stuff to handle. As you know, schedules can collide. So, you gotta take care of shit. You gotta go out there and handle your business, and that's what I did today. And always the case. Never enough hours in the day. So
ever.
It is what it is. How about you, friend? How was your day?
I had a game today. We won. As you can see, I'm representing.
Yeah.
Representing all my kids. You probably can't see all of them, but this is one of my favorite shirts.
Represent.
But yeah, we had a game today away, so I am tired. I don't know what's worse, the day before the game or the day of the game. I have no assistant, so I'm doing everything all hands on deck.
It's good.
But yeah. What's up? How you been, friend? Oh, I haven't seen my friend in a long time, y'all. Y'all probably think me and Gene see each other. I have not seen Gene.
Nope. We don't see each other like that. We are always working or doing something.
Yes, the schedules have not been our best friend at all.
So 100%. I've been good. Just maintaining, trying to align all my stars so I can get things done. 2025 is about execution. 2024 was about preparation. 2025 is about execution. So that's where I'm at with it right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got a birthday coming up.
Yep. 42.
Damn.
Jackie Robinson. Yes, old. Very old. Very old.
Damn. You gonna do anything special?
Maybe. We'll see. It depends.
It's still early to tell.
It's gotta line up. Yeah, everything's gotta line up.
Okay.
Everything all depends on work, family, and honestly, the time that I want by myself.
Right.
I think that's what birthday's about: to reflect, to respond, to and to recalibrate yourself. That's what birthdays are to me. Maybe there's something different to everybody else out there, but to me, that's what they're about. They're about.
Oh my God! I had a whole birthdays, man. We didn't pod.
We potted at the birthday, but you're not gonna hear nothing. So
dang, it's been a while.
Yeah, so I'm working on other things, and other things happen at Shelley's birthday. So there is video footage, but that depends on the birthday to put all that out. That's on her, but yeah, it was cool. It was fun. It was a fun birthday event. What else happened in between? A lot of shit happened between.
A lot.
Well,
I'll catch you guys up. I had a birthday, so happy birthday to me.
Birthday.
It's my last 20-something, so that already says the age. I'm not saying the number. I had a game night. It was amazing. I didn't think it was going to turn out that well, but it was amazing. This birthday was actually one of my favorites. Not only did I have a last minute amazing game night, my basketball players that's why this group is kind of like so special. They went like above and beyond. So it was an overall like really good birthday. I've been in basketball season, so it's been a lot. The culture of the program is changing, so like we're learning how to win. Like it's a bunch of new, like we got new players, new coaches, new system. Like everything is just new. So just learning how to like work with each other.
Word.
It's been working.
It's good.
These are really like my little pumpkins though. Like I just love
They're your
these.
kids. They're literally your kids.
These are my pumpkins, yo. I
Literally
catch
your
myself
kids,
talking
yeah.
to them like they're my kids, and I'm like, yo, I did not push you out, so why am I wasting?
Wow,
like,
yeah.
but
Why
I
are we doing
care
this?
so much. Like, don't get me wrong, I've loved all of my basketball players, but like the transition of basketball, like, I was thinking about it the other day. When I first started with basketball, the guys were older than me. Then we became the same age. Then they were like, you know, a little bit younger. Now these guys are like really younger, so like they're really my kids. But it's a special group. So basketball's been going well. My day job, it's my day job. Like if I could pick, you already know who I'm picking. But
Right.
I was down sick for a very long time.
Charlie lost weight, guys.
All right. I was out of commission for like 2 weeks, y'all. Like no gym, no food. I was just in bed in pain, but
Right.
we getting back to that. So, you know, slowly but surely. But yeah, I've been good besides that. Honestly. Can't really complain.
It's good. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good stuff. Be mad at that. Gotta hit the buttons, guys. Gotta hit the buttons.
You need to update them buttons.
I got to update. Yeah, I got
It's
a
a lot
nice
that we gotta
massive
do.
update coming up. Because I got to put something in English, put something in Creole, put something from our show.
Oh my
You know,
God.
yeah, mix it up a little bit. Gotta mix it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So it's good.
Do you have any goals for 2025?
2025 to get richer, to get more money.
That's always the goal.
It's always the goal. You know, as you know, the economy is gonna be different, and this red nigga is just going crazy.
We can't even give him the nigga. Nigga is like a
yeah.
We can't give him.
Yeah,
that
I can't even give him
either.
that title, man, because that
That's like a
comes with a
compliment,
compliment.
yeah.
Yeah. So
This thing.
Yeah, this thing is out here signing this, signing that, getting rid of this, getting rid of that. It's like I always say, man. Old white men are scared. That's all it is. Scared old white guys who don't know the world past a white color. It is what it is. You know, I would like to think we live in a progressive country. We live in a time of progressiveness where people could be included in things. But, you know, we know the real deal deep down inside, you know, they not like us. No pun intended.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? No pun intended, but they
that would have been the perfect time to press the button.
Yeah,
in the song.
that's
Let me
But
tell y'all,
they
this
not.
is a sidebar. Gene loves that song. Like, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but the whole Kendrick and Drake situation.
I love the whole beef because I appreciate
Gene
both
was
artists.
on
But
it.
to know me is to know that I favor one artist versus another. And I know things might look a different way. I love Drake. I really do. I think he makes great
But
music.
Kendrick
he makes great,
won
but
his
Kendrick
heart
is
with
my
this.
Kendrick is my heart. Like that's my guy because you know
I
Kendrick.
think this battle, but Kendrick won this battle regardless
But
of the
Kendrick
situation.
remind me of Pac, so I can relate to him a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I take nothing away from Drake. Drake's a great guy. He makes great music. Keep making the hits, bro. Get back to your shit. Go make the things that the women want, the men want. You make those hits, but you're not on Kendrick's level. That's just the way I see it. But again, this guy is out here signing this, signing that, getting rid of all these programs, and people siding with this, siding with that. It's like I said the other day on my Instagram. Observe. Just look. Look, because this has been going on longer than you think. Just look. That's all I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to be deep with it. It ain't got to be that deep. Just look. Observe. Your job this year is to look and observe. We got 4 years with this shit. Look and observe. That's
It'll be a long 4 years.
well, a long 4 years, but it is what it is. But what were we talking about?
No, it was just regular.
Just catching up, right?
Yeah, just catching up.
Yeah, that's all. So
So,
all
you
I got.
know, we got a lot to work on, progress, all that good stuff.
Progress. Yes,
We
progression.
do need you guys to help us out. We would love to know what you guys would like to hear about, what you guys would like us to discuss.
Right, yeah.
And don't
Reach
be
out.
nervous. We don't bite. You can
don't
also
bite,
be a guest
yeah.
on the show. We love guests.
I love guests.
It's hard to pick out guests.
Yes.
So if you guys reach out to us, listen, we are all open
Love a
doors.
guest.
So communicate with us. Let's make this
100%.
bigger. But
100%.
so this year I honestly been thinking about a lot of different aspects of life. But the main one that sticks out to me is apologies. Your favorites.
My favorite.
How do you feel about apologies? Do you think sometimes it's always necessary? Do you think it's a way you should go about it? What is your input on apologies?
I think as a man, a black man, we are not conditioned to
Apologize?
apologize. We are conditioned to just keep it moving. If that's where you're going to be at, cool. If that's where I'm going to be at, cool. And I think that does more damage than good. And I can only speak from personal experience that you can literally stand on your island of not apologizing, but you'll blink and then years will go by. And you can't deny your feelings of how you feel about the situation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because maybe, and I know people love to think they like to be on their high horse. They like to be correct. They like to be right. They like to think. But I think Shelly kind of helped me out with something the other day. She had something that resonated with me. It was like, how about you think about yourself in that person's shoes versus how you feel? Yeah, you have the right to feel how you feel, but it might not be right because you're not really thinking about that person in their shoes.
I'm not gonna lie. Even because when you asked me that question the other day, I'm driving and I'm just like, nah, I gotta give him because I've been through so much having to go through that apology phase where I had to really sit down and really process and think about it. And when I think about when I said that to you about put yourself in somebody else's shoes, I had to do that. Before I'm yo, I'm not apologizing. I ain't.
Right.
And I never and then when I did do the apology, it wasn't I was putting myself in their shoes. So it was yeah, I feel how I feel. But if someone would have done to me what I did to them, how would I have to understand. That's why sometimes too, when something happens, regardless of if you're right or you're wrong, you still have to put yourself in that person's shoes, because sometimes the situation happens to you and you're like, oh snap. Now I see why the situation played out the way they did, or the person did what they did or said what they did. Sometimes it's hard, but it's always a case where you just have to put yourself in that person's shoes, and it's just what was going on in that moment that this happened.
Yeah, I agree, because I think that's what the problem that I can only speak from a man perspective, that we feel like we're so right in our corner. We don't consider
Haitian men at that.
Yeah, we don't consider that. We might have hurt this person's feelings. We might have disrespected this person. We might have been disloyal to this person, as opposed to just yo, you really got to check yourself. You really got to be yo, I kind of fucked up, so let me apologize, And then I think there's two parts of it: realizing that you got to apologize and the way you apologize.
The way you apologize is
because part of this conversation is me, there's a separate conversation that, I'm not trying to have with you guys. Sorry, but it was just I'll keep it with you. I actually yo, how do you feel about somebody reading their apology to you versus genuinely telling you their apology? So at that moment, I learned the way you present your apology is everything. Because if you're just reading off a paper, you're just making a list. There's nothing wrong with a list. But I think when it comes to something that has to do with respect, something has to do with love, something has to do with your emotions, I don't think it's smart to really read off a list, because it's does it really feel genuine? Mm-hmm. It's like when the athlete fucked up, right? If the athlete did something wrong and he's apologizing on ESPN or YouTube or whatever, it's not genuine that he's reading off a list. It's his agent wrote it for him or somebody wrote it for him.
But then again, too, when I was even writing it to you, at first I wrote the message and I was like, the notes isn't bad because you could use it as a reference. But then I'm sending, I'm just when you know you hurt somebody, like, you know what you did. You know what you said. So it's like, if someone comes up to me and they have like a list, I honestly won't know how I feel about it because everybody's different.
Everybody's
like
different, right.
Some people really need like that extra oomph because, you know, they get nervous when they apologize. But it's like, if I'm apologizing to somebody, I know what I did and I know what I said. So like, and if someone did something to me, I know what they did to me. Like, I know how they hurt me. So it's no way that you need a reference. You know, that's why I was like, I wrote the message and I deleted it. And I was just like, nah, if you're going to apologize, you know what went down. Like, you may not remember everything, but there's that one thing. And then that opens up, and that's why I told you, it's a conversation. Like, sometimes apologies are conversations.
Right.
Because, like, say, for instance, if we're arguing or whatever the case is, I may have said something to you that I didn't even realize, which also made you not want to apologize to me so quick. So it's like a conversation has to be had like, hey, I'm sorry that I did this. And then the person will be like, well, you know, I did do this. And you're like, oh, snap. I didn't even realize. So then the conversation happens. And then it also, most of the time, it's a miscommunication that happened. So when y'all communicate, then that gets resolved. And it's like, we was really mad for like, I'm not going to say it's not for nothing, but we could have been resolved if it was a communication that was had.
Yeah. So like I said, it's about presentation. You know, Shelly kind of convinced me like the notes are a bad thing, but I think the notes not convinced me that they're a bad thing.
They aren't terrible. I
would just say like they're good for you.
Yeah.
So you go over your notes.
Yes,
then,
for sure.
You know, look over them. Make sure you hit those points that you want to hit. And then when you are ready to present this to your person that you got to apologize to, then, you know, leave the notes alone.
Apologies are not easy.
They're not. Because I believe it's you as a human being saying, I'm wrong. And we all as human beings have a problem saying, we are wrong. It is what it is. We have
and
a
then
problem
it also, like, admitting that you're wrong admits that you have a flaw, and then your other flaws come out, and you don't want to know more than one flaw that you have.
Right.
Because when the apology come out, you also did this, and you also did this. It's like, damn, like, is this a bad session? And it's really not, but it's like, it just exposes more than what you want. And then you have to go back and reflect. And sometimes you don't want to reflect. You just want to go home and go to sleep. But now you have no choice but to reflect. And then now, as a person, you have to decide, with this reflection, am I going to progress or am I going to stay the way that I am and not change? You know?
And that's what I think apologies are about. I think at the end of the day, they're kind of a reflect. You know, and I think the other part of apology that people don't talk about is that you're always not going to get the outcome you want.
Nope.
You know, you could sit like Shelley told me, like you could have that heart-to-heart conversation. You could have that hard conversation with that person. That doesn't mean everything's going to go back to normal. There are going to be some crazy boundaries put up, some crazy walls put up. You just got to deal with it.
And sometimes too, like, listen, as a girl, we are petty and we are evil.
Very.
Sometimes you get that apology and you just don't want to get over yourself. So you just stay mad and it's just like, bro, we really gonna be doing this back and forth. Right. And it's just so much energy. Like, so I'm at a point where I just got no energy.
So I dare ask, like, when somebody apologized to you and you didn't take it at first, did it take time for you to get over it, or was it like did you acknowledge the apology and be like, okay, cool, we could be back friends again, or was it like, I'm gonna continue to be petty, but I did get an apology? So it's like, is your mind fighting that battle? Because I worry about that. I worry about, like, if I'm apologize to a person, I'm like, okay, clearly I got to give this person time. But how much time is too much time? How much time is too little time? Or how much time is it even worth even counting the time?
Right.
Should I just say sorry and then at that point let it go?
So as I get older, it changes.
Okay.
So, like, number one, I think it depends on the situation. Why did we, fall off? Why did I need the apology, or why did you need the apology? Number two is, how long did it take for you to approach me with the apology? Right. Like, was it a couple of months, weeks, years, minutes? Like, I think that all comes into play. And then how you did the apology. Was it over text? Did we meet up? Was it a phone call? Like, all of that, all of that really comes. Like, me, I'm at a point in my life, if I'm having like a conversation or we're having a discussion, there's certain things I'm not texting you. Like we either gonna meet up or we're gonna FaceTime, because sending a text,
You think text is bad?
I'm reading it and you're not even saying it like that. Right. That's why sometimes, like, if I can't call you, I'm sending a voice and I'm like, hey, I don't want to send a text because it may sound like I'm saying it like this, but I'm really not. I'm saying it like this.
Do you think if somebody really fucked up with you, you think a text is like a bitch nigga way, or like?
Bro,
like
you're not texting me. I'm not answering that.
Okay.
I'm not answering that.
You're on the same wavelength of like, why not find me and talk to me man to man,
and don't get me wrong,
whatever,
life happens where, you know, we always can't meet up, but you can call me, you can FaceTime me, or we can set something up.
So like, do you think, so I'm guessing, do you think, I'm guessing the voice, the showing up, the physical is better than sending an electronic text saying I'm sorry.
For sure.
Okay.
Because sometimes you send
it's weird how we program like that, because it's like, text is still communication. It's still me telling you. Yeah.
For sure. Text is definitely communication, but there's just, and I think that's what this generation lacks. It's like some things are just, it's better like when you hear it. Right. Like I need to see your
versus like, when you if I'm reading it too.
I need to see your face reaction. Do you really mean it? Because you could tell when someone means something when you're looking at them. So like, do you really mean what you're saying right now? Like, did you really put thought into this? Like, wait, like, you know, what was the process? And like sending a text, sometimes I'm saying LOL and I'm not laughing. Like, so you could really be sending a text and you really don't mean nothing that you say in a text. But then again, you can be saying a text and you mean everything. It's just sometimes the moment is just not a text.
All right, so I have a hypothetical question. No pun intended. So do you think that apologies are harder when the personalities clash, but the personalities are friends? Like the friendship works.
Yeah.
At all times it works.
Yes.
But when there is conflict, and in conflict the personalities can clash, do you think?
Yes.
Do you think an apology can work?
I say yes. So let me tell you, right?
Okay.
I love my girl, hands down. Shout out to Sally.
Hello, Sally.
But we've had arguments.
Recently engaged, by the way.
Oh, congratulations. Oh, that's another thing. Congratulations to Mitch and Sully.
Life is great.
They are engaged. Oh, my God. We missed a lot. Sorry, y'all.
We missed a lot. Sorry, guys.
In between the show, we're just going to be giving out shout-outs. But, yeah, shout out to Sully and Mitch. They are engaged.
So, happy birthday, Mitch. Hey, you had a birthday. Sorry. God damn it. A lot of shit going on here.
But yes, me and Sully, that's my girl, that's my best friend. We do have arguments because our personalities are similar. They're not the same, but they're similar. So there's some moments when like we clash. I feel like at a moment or at the point of our friendship, sisterhood, whatever we got going on, we've learned to give each other space. So like if I do something to her or she do something to me or we do something to each other, we give each other like space, process, regroup, think about what happened. And
now, is the space needed because your personalities clash?
Yes. Okay. Like not saying like clash in a bad way, but like if we do it at that moment, is it going to be
clash? Is not always a bad thing. Clash is just clash.
Yeah, that's like me and Sully, we are very strong and dominant. So like, if something happens at that moment and we're going back and forth, we just going to be going back and forth. And it's not like we're really listening to each other. Right. So we've learned to like, it doesn't even have to be, it could be a few hours, it could be a few days, but we've learned to give each other time to just regroup. Right. And then we come and be like, yo, you ready to have this conversation? And then we have a conversation. She shows me my flaws. I show her her flaws. We, you know, all right, we're going to learn not to do this. And plus too, like, as you grow, your friendships grow. Like we're not the same like how we used to be when we first met. Yeah. So there's things that she probably used to do that I was okay with. Now I'm not. And there's some things that I used to do that, you know what I'm saying? So we have to learn learning how to communicate is just like at that moment, it doesn't always have to be discussed. And that's the thing about apologies too. Like people don't understand like, oh, I'm not gonna go to sleep mad. Like I'm not in a relationship, but I've heard like, hey, I'm not gonna go to sleep mad. I mean, you know, you don't really have to go to sleep mad, but sometimes at that moment, the conversation don't need to be had because did we really have time to process what just happened? Like
Exactly,
that's why I said in the last clip that I posted, like I'm learning to have control over my emotions. Because sometimes you think like at the moment this is what I need to say. No, it's not. It's not. It's okay to not have something to say at that moment. But having control over your emotions is tough because sometimes you really just want to say what you gotta say at that moment. It's not always healthy though. But that's the same with apologies. Sometimes
That's why I think like that's why the thing with to revert back to what we were first talking about. That's why I'm like, well, how come the notes is so offensive?
it's not offensive, but it's like, why did you have to write down what you did to me?
Because I might forget what I need to say.
But that's why. That's why conversation is had though.
But I don't think notes should be looked at as a negative way because I'm like,
But
I just want to put everything on the table.
But that's
so
why I
you
said it
understand the
depends on
apology.
it depends on the person. Like
Right.
for someone like you may need it. Like if you come to me and you have notes, I'm not gonna be as offended because
everything I
because
haven't done in my life, I got notes on. Like if you go, like if I die, go on my notes. You're gonna know exactly who Gene is, because everything, whether it's my job, whether it's gym, whether it's my cars, whether it's the business, whether it's just life in general, everything is in my notes because I gotta write things down because I don't.
Well,
I
that's
don't,
why I said it depends on the person.
Yeah, I don't retain things easily like somebody else does. So I know that in my life, okay, when I go, for instance, like my cars, right? Like today, I went to the AutoZone and I had to get a battery, and I'm like, all right, I forgot the size of my battery. I forgot what I need. I went to my notes, and my note says, okay, you got a 2012 Audi. It's an H9 battery. You need 100 amps, 100 hours of after hour, after you crank and everything. All right, cool. I had it all here. I told the guy, I said, you have this battery? I was like, cool. Boom, 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 boom. I need that. Now, that's pretty much cut and dry.
Right.
But I know with friendship, it's just a little different. And with apologies, it's way different because it's like, it's not that I'm not trying to be genuine with my notes. I'm just like, yo, I just want to make sure that no stone is left unturned.
Okay, so
But I guess I understand that reading it is gonna be a problem because I'm like, okay.
So that's why I say you should use it as a reference. So okay, say for instance you have,
and I'm just speaking hypothetically. I'm just speaking like,
yeah, for sure.
If I'm clearly I'm not gonna read from the notes if I'm apologizing to. Well, I fucked up. I can't do that. Yeah, that looks stupid.
But
like,
I'm saying,
reading no cards.
Say you do approach somebody and you need to give an apology. You could be like, yo, like, I wrote down notes because I wanted to make sure that I hit.
Right.
You just have to communicate that before you start the project, because then it's gonna be like, you know how girls are. Why he reading off a list? He making it seem like if you just, and again, even you explaining it may still not be any better. Mm-hmm. But like if someone approaches me and be like, yo, I did a few things to you. I just want to make sure like I hit all the points. So I have a reference, but it's not like, but you better not be reading that junk word for word. Now I'm really gonna be like, what's going on, bro? Right. So I think it just depends on the person and depends on the situation, honestly. But apologies are definitely hard. See, now, as a kid, did you get apologies? Just wait till you come back.
Well, yeah. I mean, as a kid, did I get apologies? I mean, I got Haitian parents. So it's hit or miss. It's hit or miss. All right. Is it red? No. Yeah, it's... You're talking to a guy that only heard his mother apologize to him once.
So even to this day as a grown man.
41 years saying in flesh and blood. There's only one time I heard my mother apologize to me once. And I know my mother. My mother's a very hard woman. She's a very tough woman. She went through a lot of shit as a teenager, as a young woman. Like my mother at one point when she got to this country went straight to jail.
Damn.
Because she came here as an illegal alien. She didn't come here with papers. She didn't come here with a visa. She came here off the boat, as they say.
Right.
So there are a lot of things that tie into that can harden you, that can sharpen you into a person who gives no fucks, and that can be bestowed on your children. And I am one of her children.
So do you feel like that's why it's hard for you to give apologies?
I think that's why it's hard for me because I don't hear it. It wasn't something that was practiced in my house as a young man. You know, I heard my father say I'm sorry a lot.
Really?
Yes.
See, now the roles are switched with me.
Yeah, my father said I'm sorry a lot because I think my father was just he was a student. He was a student of life. He was a student of books. He was a student of rhetoric. He was a student of just laws of human beings. You know, my father's one of the most genuine. I'm not taking nothing away from my mother. My mother's also a genuine human being. But the way she shows love is a hard way. Right. You know, like I'm telling you, my mother's gangster. Like I can be on, like I always talk shit about Main Street. My mother run Main Street. You know, I get discounts because of my mother. That's how much she run Main Street. Like she knows all the hustles. She knows what's going on. She knows the ins and outs. She knows every scammer, every drug dealer, all these people. She knows all this stuff. That's why I want to go to Main Street. I ain't got nothing to worry about because it's not even I got nothing to worry about. I can't do nothing because my mother's gonna find out like that. You know what I'm saying? So I can't even touch that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I also know that, you know, she's a hard person. So, but I don't know why I have a hard problem with apology because I heard my father apologize a lot, but I don't know if it's because I needed to hear my mother say it for me to be easier with it. So I don't know if that's something that I got to deal with, but that wasn't a thing in my house. Saying sorry.
That's very crazy because in my household, the roles were definitely like reversed. My father is the pure definition of Haitian men. Like he's not apologizing. He's not apologizing for nothing. Like nothing in the world. But my mother, like, it was so weird because like I'll hear like my friends be like, my parents never apologized, and I'm like, my mother, she be saying sorry, not again. Don't get me wrong. She not like a softie where it's like every little thing, but where the things that matter, she would like, and she, you know, she does it in a Haitian mother way. So she'll do it. I'll get mad, and me and my mom were alike. Like my father says it every day, and I'm like, listen, you married it, so obviously you love it. Right. But like me and my mom are alike. You love it. So when she does something, I get mad, and then like I go to my room and. If she cooking something, she be like, boo. And I'm like, no, don't boo. Like, you know what you just did. And then she'll come lay on top of me. She's like, I'm sorry. And then she give me some kisses. And I'm just like, no. But like, I think for my mom, like before, I never used to say sorry. But like, because people did me wrong, I think it changed my mindset of like, now I got to apologize. Don't get me wrong. You're not going to get it fast. But I do like acknowledge when I'm wrong. And then I also text my friends or my siblings and I'm like, yo, be for real with me. Like, what you think about this? And they're like, you know, we be honest with each other. And I'm like, yeah, I know I messed up. So like, I try not to like extend with the apology because it's like the longer you wait, the less it matters. But I do try to give out apologies when I'm wrong. Like taking accountability is like the biggest thing for me. As an adult, a lot of adults don't take accountability.
I hate it with a passion. I do hate it because I feel like, I think I feel like every human being on this planet feels like you're right, but there are times where you just straight up fucking wrong, and it's like the old saying, like reap what you sow. You have to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? But just because you sow it doesn't mean you think it's wrong. Sometimes you're wrong. You might think it's not wrong. You might think you have good intentions. You might think that. Because I do 8 out of 10 things right, I'm a good person. Those 2 things you don't do right might make you not a bad person, but you might have fucked up. You might have just said like, yo, I miscalculated, I misstepped on something. So it's all. And
sometimes too, it's just hard. Like, like me and Sully, we have this thing where like I'm hitting her up and I'm like, yo, you think I'm wrong about this? And at first she told me everything. Like, yeah, you was wrong. And at the end she's like, nah, fuck that. You was right. But that's the thing. You got to have a balance. But there's some friendships, like the people legit never tell their person, like, you're wrong. Like, it's no way that's healthy. Even like with me and my sister, like, there's sometimes I'll be telling her, like, and I know I do it, like, so abruptly or so rough. But, like, I be needing her to just step up. And I'm like, bro, just put your foot down. And I know I'd be so rough. But, like, when I finish saying, I'd be like, yo, I'm sorry that I was so rough. But I really just need you to understand, like, I really want you to just, you know, I need you to really step up and like, but that also goes a long way because it's like to my sister, she know I'm saying out of love, but sometimes she just needs to know like, I do know like I'm being rough and I do apologize, but like, I just need you to just toughen up. Like But sometimes people just need to hear it. Like you said, maybe things would have been different if your mom did say it to you, but you're also Gene, so I don't know. So how many apologies you got to give out this year?
Shit, at least 2.
Okay, that's not
At
bad.
least 2.
How many did you go? How many did you give out last year?
Shit, nothing. Fuck out of here. That shit was perfect. That shit was quiet, saved money, no debt.
Yo, Gene saved the money.
Money. And I was able to do things already this year. Starting up great with execution. I'm on that. But I think this year for me is about just cleaning up my mess as much as I can, and whatever I can salvage, because I know that some of these apologies are long overdue. And I believe it's never too late to apologize. No pun intended on the song. You know what I'm saying? I think it's never too late, but I think whatever happens after that is on you. If you waited too long, then whatever happens is on you. Because maybe you should have handled it at first.
Right.
And that's probably my biggest thing. Like, I think especially as men, we got pride that's fucking with us. So we'll be like, man, you just in your feelings, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Or you just in your feelings, Shelly, or you just in your feelings, Mitch. You know what I mean? You just get out of here, man. You'll come back when you need to hang out. You'll come back when you need a drink. And then when you realize that person ain't talking to you for a while, you'll be like, damn. All right, they just still in it. And then if your pride is really a fucked up thing, you'll be like, whatever. And it'll be like 2023. Right? And then you'll blink and it's like, yo, it's 2025. Damn, I ain't talked to Mitch in so long. We ain't ever had that close to close conversation. I didn't talk to Shelly so long. I see Shelly doing well. Like, we didn't unfollow each other. We didn't block each other. But, Shelly's at the game. She's doing this. She's doing that. She didn't tell me nothing. I say, oh, shit, Shelly had a game night. I didn't get invited. Damn, that's the type of time we on.
Right.
And then that's when you realize, like, damn, my pride is really costing me these great moments with my friends.
Right.
These great moments that our people call friend. And I take that thing friend seriously because, the cool thing about being raised in a Haitian household and even in a Black American family household, the one mantra we all stand by is everybody ain't your friend. So the people that are your friend, that care about you, you got to hold those people tight.
Yeah.
You got to keep people close. You got to be loyal to them. And you got to make sure that you stand on business with them, bro.
And it goes as small as something like, sometimes not everything needs an apology. Most of the time, it's just taking accountability. Yo, right. Yeah, I shouldn't have said that to you, bro. My bad.
Right.
It is just that, like, just accepting the fact that you did wrong goes along. Like, it won't even need for the apology and the list and the accountability as an adult for 2025. Please take accountability. That's all I'm asking for, yo. Take accountability.
I know the pride shit fucking with us, fellas. I know it's fucking with us. Ladies, I know it's fucking with us because y'all the new niggas. But
the ladies out here, I'm sorry, y'all gotta chill out, yo.
Y'all got to chill.
It's been rough outside. Y'all gotta chill.
All honestly, I like what Shelly's saying. Take accountability.
Goes a long way.
There's nothing wrong with it. You don't lose no pride. You don't lose no points. You don't even lose respect because I actually think you gain respect when you say, yo, I fucked up. My bad. I'm working on my shit. I took it out on you, or I made a bad decision, or I just fucked up, man. Please, you know what I'm saying? Don't marginalize me into this one thing and other things. Don't just tell me that this one thing is going to dictate other things. I just had a weak moment. We all have weak moments.
Yes, we do.
All have weak. God is perfect. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's
God is
it.
perfect. Other than that, everything else, even his son wasn't perfect. You know what I'm saying? Even the disciples wasn't perfect.
I think Jesus was perfect. Man.
I don't know if he was perfect. Because he trusts them. He trusts them niggas, they put that nigga in the cave.
Oh,
that's all I'm saying, man. He trusts them niggas, they put him in the cave.
Oh, Gene.
They all went against him, so he's not perfect.
Gene, yo.
Yeah.
Gene gonna go to church this year. He not gonna go with me, but he said he gonna go to a church, so pray for Gene, yo.
Hold on. My church plan is to see Mr. Wani Manasi first.
Oh my God. Please make sure I'm not there.
And then I'm gonna go handle my business with Mitch.
Please make sure I'm not there.
Because that's two things. Because shout out to Wani Manasi. Shout out to what's the JV church, Shiloh? No.
No, I'm MOC.
MOC? I fucked up there. I said say Shallow.
I mean, Shellz our sister church, so it's not terrible.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. Shout out to Wani Manasi. My brother, every time I see him, he's like, yo, you always with the girls. You got the nice car. You got the tats. You got the muscles. And he always like, yo, when you going to come see me? I'm like, all right.
I'm not even going to lie. The day Gene goes to MOC for a service,
it's going to be something. Because I know he going to see me. He be like, stand up, brother.
Oh, yeah.
he like, stand up, man.
He could be like, I'm not going to lie, guys. This is a long lost friend.
Lost friend.
And everybody going to turn around and be like, oh, that's the guy that do.
It is what it is. But I'm looking forward to that day.
Oh, and Duke going to be happy to see you, too.
That day going to be soon. I ain't going to hold you. It's going to be soon.
Listen, hallelujah.
You know what I mean? And then,
you heard that, Benji? Make sure Gene tell you when he's coming.
Shout out to Mitch. I got you, baby. Don't worry about it, baby. I got you.
Mitch don't give up.
Mitch don't give up. He's all about me coming to his newfound place that he finds guidance. He finds God. And I love that for him. I really do. But, yeah, accountability, apologizing. It's hard. Mm-hmm. And I'm just telling you from my personal experience, it's hard for me because for whatever strange reason in my head, I feel like I live a perfect life. And I know damn well
it's not.
It's not.
I'm not gonna lie though, and I'm gonna give flowers when it's needed. Mm. From the time that we first started our friendship to now, you definitely have like progressed. Mm. Like I'll give you your props for that, because at first I used to have to struggle. Like I'll be mad for weeks and this nigga never noticed. I'm like, yo, this nigga suck. But now it's like he like, yo, you good? And I'm just like, well, I've also learned too how to like vocalize, not writing a book, but also being like, yo, I didn't appreciate how you did this or how you said this. And he'd be like, I didn't, my bad. So it's progress. So, but I am proud of you though. You are, I know it's hard though, because boy, you a Haitian man. But you working, you getting there. And even acknowledging that you have to apologize. Like sending that text to me, I was like, oh shit, this nigga got another. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, good luck to that.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Hopefully I'll get around that lap it. And, and I think my advice with apologies is, try not to set your heart on the best scenario. Just do. And once you do, I promise you, things will let go. Because at that point, you can't do nothing about what that person feels about it. It could be too late, too early, not too much, not too little. It could be whatever it is. But at the end of the day, as long as you apologize, fess up to whatever you messed up on, come, man up, woman up, do what you got to do, or also whatever you identify as.
You heard Trump, man and woman.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Trump said man and woman.
That's it.
But whatever you got to do, just don't expect the outcome to be always good. Mm-hmm. Reap what you sow. It is what it is. You made a decision or you made a choice, because everybody has a choice to do good or do bad, or to be disloyal or not, or to hurt somebody, not hurt somebody, even if it's indirectly. You know what I'm saying? As long as you explain yourself, I promise you, once you get out there and apologize, it will let go. And anything that happens after that is really out of your control.
That's a fact.
Yes, we all want the best scenario. Yes, we want our friends back. We want the loyalty back. We want want the good times back. Maybe sometimes we don't. Maybe we're just mending things. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we're keeping the peace as much as we can. You know what I'm saying? But I think at the end of the day, once you decide to take that step, I promise you things will let go. That I can tell you. You know what I'm saying? And this is talking to somebody who hasn't really crossed that finish line, but I've realized that in my thinking, in my notes, in my research, in my taking advice from here and there, and then, whether it's me talking to Shelly, talking to Mitch, talking to, Lou, talking to Greg, talking to any one of my friends, you know what I'm saying? I learned that if I'm trying to fix things, I can only go so far. And if I get to that point, cool. But whatever happens after that is really out of my control. Maybe I'll get my friend back. Maybe I won't. Maybe things will be better. Maybe things will be worse. Maybe there'll just be pure peace. Maybe they'll just be quiet. That's not up to me. But as long as I get to that point to say, yo, I fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wrong. My bad. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? My advice is don't send it in a text. Don't email that shit. Find that person you hurt. Take time out. Ask for their time first. Say, hey, we need to talk. When's your day off? When's the time I can see you? You know what I'm saying? And give them some like pre-warning, like, hey, you know, this is nothing bad. I don't want to worry you. I'm not, you know.
Yeah,
I'm not,
please, because I'm the type of person, when you say I need to talk, I'm like, God,
yeah, I'm not dying. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do nothing crazy. I'm just here for peace. I'm here to just say, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? And the last thing I'll say is, peace ain't always good. Sometimes peace is neutral. Trust me, neutral is where you want to be. Neutral ain't bad. Neutral ain't good. Neutral is neutral. Everything stays still.
On apologies, I'll say, as crazy as this may sound, but there's always a right time for apologies. Like, depending on the person, depending on the situation, it may be longer than you would like it to. But from past experience, like, when the time comes, your spirit will tell you that, you know, it's time. And the conversation will be had. And like Jean said, it doesn't always have to end up with, like, y'all being friends again. But just when that person comes around that you don't have your heart racing because of whatever situation, like I said, I've been there plenty of times before. So, like, when the person comes around and your heart's not racing, then you've actually, like, found peace within yourself. And it's a great feeling. Great. But don't rush it. Like, especially with me, like, I've been through the phases where people are like, well, you should. And I'm just like, bro, I know myself. When the time comes, I promise you it'll happen. So don't rush it, and don't let people rush you to apologize either, because then it's not genuine, and then other stuff happen, and it's just a building block of the structure. So trust yourself and trust your spirit, and when it's the time, I promise you'll know. Accountability. That's going to be my favorite word this year. Yep. Accountability. Once you take accountability for your action, life goes by smoother. I promise you. Because I started taking accountability, and I promise you, life is just smoother. Like, just learn it. It may not happen overnight, but just once you learn it, it does go by faster. But yeah, besides that, just having a conversation, learning how to, like, every apology is not going to go the same. So learn, you know, what the atmosphere is, learn what the situation is, take your time, trust yourself, be genuine, and it'll work out. It will work out. And on that note,
that's all I got. Yeah, I'm good. Good job.
Today was a short one. We just wanted to, you know, pop in, show our face. We missed you all.
Then I gotta go past. What we got?
I know.
48 minutes. Yeah, we're good.
But we wanted to just show our face, tell you guys that we miss you. We are here. We are alive. We're going to get back in a groove. Yes. You know, it just takes time.
Life happens, guys.
Very much. Yeah. But yeah, we're here. We're excited. Like I said before, be open. Let us know what you want to hear about. Please come and be a guest. And just be ready for more content. I don't know what events we have for y'all. We have not spoken about that, so don't ask us. But
I don't really see anything happening in 2025. Maybe a pop-out live show, maybe, or
we haven't spoken about anything.
I don't know. We got a lot of shit going on.
Yeah, we haven't spoken about anything. Yeah. I'm gonna be real honest with y'all, but you know, we'll always keep you guys in the loop as much as possible. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to you guys for always, you know, being here with us. And Happy New Year. Hopefully this year is
everything
the best,
you want it to be.
Yes, the best so far. And with that note, this is Hypothetically Podcast. I am your co-host, Shelly.
There goes Jason.
Bye, y'all.